Very much so. These spiritual gifts or development of certain higher faculties, as they are called, in our traditional Indian terms, they are referred to as siddhis.
Yeah.
Now, if a siddhi were given to you, like we've often been told in our mythology, that Shivji or, Shiva, or how do you refer to him here in the south of India? I don't know, Shankar or
Shiva works.
Shiva, was a Bholenath, no? Was a simpleton. Anybody could please appease him. He will do tapas, he will do prayer, he will do meditation, and Shiva will get very pleased and he will grant him a boon. Then that guy is not clean. So what he will do? He will use the boon for bad. How can that be a spiritual gift? A spiritual gift must help you be more spiritual. In short, it should help you serve humanity, work for the benefit of humanity. But this does not happen. Right? So, then Goddess Parvati had to take a form, an avatar, come down and undo the mistakes. This is how the whole mythology, Indian mythology, has been featured between Shiva and Parvati. So basically it was to teach you that there are two aspects, the masculine aspect and the feminine aspect. That unless you have spiritual hygiene, etheric hygiene, even a spiritual gift given to you will be of no use, it will be taken back from you. So like Mahisasura, what happened? Ultimately Parvati had to come down and take back the gift and kill him. No?
Yeah.
At that time the people were so low in their understanding that that story was important to convey the message to them. But in today's time it can be questioned and then gives a very wrong idea. The truth of the matter is that you need to have etheric hygiene if you want to use the gift properly. First of all, the gift will not be given to you. Even if it is given to you, you cannot use it properly. Because according to Mahatma Choa, what defines a spiritual person? Let's go to that level. What defines a spiritual person? First is the person has heightened intuition. What is intuition? The power of knowing. Not the power of analytical knowledge, of direct knowing. So somebody may be very intelligent, may be very good in his subject. You give him a problem, he will take some time, he will do all the analysis and he will come to a solution. An intuitive person, you give him a problem, he looks at it and says, well, here is the solution.
Yeah.
It's like a blind person describing an elephant and a person with eyes. He looks at it, he knows it's an elephant. The blind person has to go through all the process of analysis. He has to feel it and size it and things like that. So intuition is a very important aspect. So you have to have developed intuition. Heightened intuition. 2, he must live a life of discipline. Must be a disciplined life. Reliability comes from discipline. If you can't rely on a spiritual person, then that person is not spiritual.
Yeah.
And that can come only in discipline. You know that this time this person will do this, or if this is there, this person will respond in this manner. That is the discipline. Discipline just does not mean maintaining timing a timetable. That's one aspect of discipline. Discipline means his life is discipline. These are the things he will do, these are the things he will not do. If this situation is in front of him, this is how he will respond. This is discipline. So lives a life of discipline. Has refined emotions. A spiritual person has refined emotions. What is the meaning of refined emotions? He practices his virtues. He's a refined person. He's not like the street urchin. For a drop of a hat, he will lose his temper, he'll get into a fight, he'll get into a brawl, he'll use abusive language. No. He is a refined person. If you err on decency, he may be able to talk you into understanding that you made an error. If somebody behaves indecently and you go and slap that person, you are only encouraging that person to get violent back to you. There's hardly any good that's going to happen to him. But if you are able to explain to that person in such a manner, or talk to that person in such a manner, or address him in such a manner, that he begins to regret the act that he did, he will himself find a solution to it. You don't have to do any punitive action, don't have to take any punitive action. That's a spiritual person. He has refined emotions. And he lives for the benefit of others. He lives and works for the benefit of others. Does he benefit from it? Of course. Of course. But you don't have to bother about it. If you have to do any good work, you have to live. That is taken care of by itself. You don't have to waste your time or spend your time and energy to do self-seeking activity. That will happen by itself. You keep working for the benefit of others. You spread joy, will you be joyous or not? If you're not joyous, how do you spread joy? You be generous, will you be rich or not? The moment you are generous, money will automatically flow to you. Yeah? If you are emotionally generous, good health, good emotions will come to you. You're financially generous, good finance will come to you. It just comes back. So you live for the benefit of others. You don't live to fill in your life. You live to give. And you don't only give from your plenty. You don't give only from what you have excess. You give what you have.
Yeah.
That is the very big criteria. You know, lots of us give from our excess. If you give from your excess, you're generous. There are people who don't give even what their excess. Yeah. If you go to most people's houses and open their refrigerator, you will find stale food in the refrigerator. Ask them, will they eat it? No. Then why have you kept stale food? They will give it to a beggar. Why do you give stale food to a beggar? That's your attitude. That's the level of generosity that you have in your mind. I will give it when it becomes stale. Till then, maybe I will eat it. No. You want to be generous? Somebody comes to your door, give what you are eating. Take off your plate and give it to them. Share your own food. What's the problem? You want to be generous. They didn't come and force you to be generous. That is a spiritual person. So, when these four criteria are met, that person is a spiritual person. Do you think with etheric hygiene not being proper, they will maintain these four things? Impossible. If your energy is not clean, if your etheric hygiene is not good, intuition can come to you, discipline can come to you, refined emotions will be miles away from you, generosity will not exist in your life. Living for the benefit of others will not come to your life. You will still be a very selfish person. How will you get a gift? How will you get a siddhi? And given that some Bholenath like Shiv will give you a boon, his wife Parvati will come and take it back from you. So if you want to get any siddhi, you need to be, but you don't have to do this to get a siddhi.
Yeah. Siddhi is a consequence.
It's
not
a consequence.
motivation.
Yeah. It's a consequence.
Yeah.
It just comes.
Yeah.
And it is no motivation also for you to do anything.
Yeah.
Because by the time you get the siddhi, it's of no use to you. It's there. It's like an athlete who runs 100 meters. Will he have stamina or not? He doesn't have to think about building stamina. He is to learn how to win the 100 meters race. That's it. So siddhis come and let them come. And it's not just clairvoyance. Intuition itself is a siddhi.
Yes.
Intuition itself is a siddhi. Discipline itself is a siddhi. You talk to everybody and you'll find how many people will try. I'm trying to go to the gym every day. You know how difficult it is. I'm not able to find time. I'm not able to find time to do this. Lots of people come and tell me, Master, I'm not able to find time to do meditation. Why are you forcing yourself? You find time to go to the bar and drink? Stop the meditation part of it. Spend more time there. At least you can have 2 more drinks and be happy. That's your area of work. Your level of development is there. It's not come here yet. Why do you aspire for this? Everybody wants to aspire to something. The point is not to aspire to something, to make yourself, qualify yourself to come to that level. You will reach there automatically. That doesn't go anywhere, that is there. You qualify yourself, you bring yourself up to that level. You will reach it. You want to stay here and aspire to go on top. There is no way. So, discipline is a siddhi. Refined emotions is the siddhi.
Yeah.
And working for the benefit of other people is the siddhi. And whatever else you hear about clairvoyance and clairaudience and clairessence and all these things are only terms given to your ability to do this good work. It's just terms given to you. Without good clairvoyance, you will not know what is happening. So you need to have clairvoyance if you want to do work. How will your intuition come? You need to be clairvoyant, you need to be clairaudient, you need to be clairescent. Then only you can have heightened intuition. So it's immaterial what type of a siddhi comes to you. You're just giving a terminology. The person who is spiritually evolved doesn't even bother about this terminology. He just does what he has to do. Because his journey is different.